welcome to Podadelphia, the visual version. I'm Dave Diorio. You can find me on Twitter at @fat_lobster. You can find the show at Podadelphia, and I am joined by a guy who is going to be in the starting lineup, but he may not be in the fourth quarter. What's up, Gene?
Hey man, I wore my Halloween costume for you. I'm going as
Oh
Markel
my
Fultz.
gosh, you are Markel with the kinesio tape bodysuit.
Exactly. Yeah, I figure as long as most guys look better when they wear a shirt underneath of your uniform,
Count,
unless you play in the NBA, in which case you look kind of silly.
well, count you in the ranks of guys that look better with a shirt on underneath your jersey.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
If you're accustomed to listening to the show, we are not joined by Chuck this evening. What's his deal?
I don't know, something about preparing for Halloween or something like. I never know what that
party.
Yeah, I never. He's probably doing that thing where you take like a medical glove and freeze it overnight, so then you put it in a bottle of punch, so it feels like there's like a
the
creepy,
frozen hand floating
creepy
in there.
hand floating in there,
or maybe he's peeling grapes to put in like a box, so when you reach in and feel the eyeballs,
feels like eyeballs. I get that. Chuck seems like the kind of guy that would be doing all that crafty stuff. He's a crafty guy.
That's a good dad move.
Yeah. So he's probably got his Flyers apron on. And his gritty T-shirt, and he's all set up for Halloween.
Just got done watching the Flyers drop another one.
Did they end up losing
tonight?
They're terrible.
I think they got shut out. Actually,
it didn't look like
it was 2-0, and I got the alert the game was over. So
they didn't have it look like they were interested in winning tonight again, as usual.
Lost to another Boston team. Yeah. So if you follow us on Facebook, you're usually seeing our Pickadelphia picks.
We haven't put them up yet because we were saving them for the video.
We're gonna do them live. We'll do it live. So, do you want to start, Gene?
I can do mine first, and then you can do yours, and then we'll throw Chuck's in for good measure. So I think I'm going to take the Eagles because, by God, I haven't picked against them yet this year, and it feels like a must-win today, for this week. So I'm taking the Eagles. I didn't even look at the line. I think it's 2.5, something. I think they're favored again.
I think it's 3.5.
They've been favored in every game. So I'm going to take the Eagles, and I'm going to take the Pats on the road, and they got to cover 14, and I believe they're going to do it against Buffalo.
Yeah, but they get snake bit there sometimes.
They do, and I'm hoping it's not a close game. I feel like this Buffalo team is particularly bad, and I'm hoping that Tom Brady and the sweatshirt just roll.
They are particularly bad. After last week, I said, forget it. I'm going to take whoever the Eagles play from now to the end until I get proved wrong. But I've taken the Eagles every week, just like you have. So
you were going to take the Eagles' opponent every week, just blindly?
Yes. Yeah, because you'd have a winning record right now, right?
Yeah, I don't think they've covered yet. No, we covered against the Giants. You'd be 1
and the Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I am agreeing with you. I think that it's going to come down to quarterback play, and we just have a much better quarterback. So I have a hard time, just choosing Bortles over Wentz at this point. So I'm gonna fall in line, pick the Birds again this week.
And all of the Wentz fanatics are going to be over there in England because they're going to think he's the Prince of England. So.
Yeah, I'm not doing my Queen of England.
I was trying to trip you into it.
Saving it for the pod. Save it for the pod. And then for my other game, I'm going to take the Vikings at home in a pick'em game against the Saints.
Nice.
The Battle of the Domes. That should be a wild game.
It's going to be a really crazy game, and I really like that pick because it's a team that's basically, when you're at home and you're in a pick'em, it's basically a home dog. And I love home underdogs.
Yeah, and the Vikings are pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll phone Chuck's in here. Chuck says he's going to take the Eagles. So all three of us.
All three of us on the bandwagon.
Yep, and he's taking the Redskins, giving a point.
And that's only because he got first pick this week.
Well, they're playing the Giants.
Exactly.
One of us always picks against the Giants because that's pretty safe. Unless I do it, then I lose.
That's money in the bank right there.
Because I picked the Falcons last week. So that's it. That's Pickadelphia this week. What do we want to go to now? We want to talk some Sixers?
Let's talk a little 76ers because they've had a rough week.
It's been a rough week for everybody. All the Philly teams have had a really rough week.
Except for Gritty. Gritty had a good week.
Gritty's like knocking down glass, getting thrown in the penalty box.
I was gonna say he got a major penalty for messing with mites on ice.
Yeah, didn't he like do a flying takedown of 2 sumo wrestlers?
Yeah, something crazy. I wish they really, for Flyers games, they should not cut to the booth for intermission. From now on, it should be 15 like unedited minutes of pure Gritty madness.
It's got to be Gritty watch.
It's got to be Gritty watch. Yeah. That would be must-see TV. It'd be way better than the hockey.
So what from 0 to coffee table flip? Like how bad were you with that Pistons loss?
Well, I got to be honest. Like watching nobody be able to stop Blake Griffith, was kind of nauseating. What? Like he's not Peter Griffin. He's Blake Griffiths or whatever his name is. But anyway, I hate watching that dude, and I hate that he's in the Eastern Conference. I don't know why the Clippers traded him. So, blah. But no, I was not happy watching that game. I was not happy with the way that we played defense against him. And the thing that was most frustrating is 1.3 left on the clock when you have to know that that's the one thing that they want to do with that much time is to try to get him into the lane. I don't know how you don't basically put 4 guys in the lane and make him shoot over you. I don't understand how that works.
JJ said after the game that Coach Brett Brown did identify that as the exact play they were going to run, and it was a Embiid and Amir botched the switch.
They botched the switch. They had one job. You're serious? Brett Brown called the play, and they couldn't get in the way.
Yeah, but Rocco's got to do like a flying body, a Gritty style flying body slam to stop him.
Well, they did foul. I mean, because that's the thing is like it was
either
a 3-point
don't foul him or do the flying body slam.
Yeah, something. Oh God, it was so frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like we're definitely a better team than that Pistons team, so they're not making me nervous.
Yeah, we didn't have Ben that game, and it took a 50-point game from Blake Griffin to.
I feel like you can dial something up if you get to see them again. So they don't scare me, but they're not a bad team. They're not the garbage.
And Embiid owns Drummond, so
he does.
I'm not overly concerned by that loss
because he got tossed from that game, right? 2 technicals on him.
Yeah.
The only person in
the Embiid flop.
Yeah. The only person in anybody's head in that relationship is Embiid is in Drummond's head. Like it's just a fact. Embiid's in a lot of people in the NBA's heads. Every game that we play, there is somebody on the other team that just can't get over Joel. Like just cannot, just wants to show Joel up, and they just can't do it. He puts up 30 a game. Like, did you hear the stat? I think he's the first one to put up 30 and 10 in 4 straight games since Barkley.
Yeah, and it's funny because he gets under everyone's skin, and then when an opponent gets the better of him, like what happened in the Celtics game, he's like, yeah, whatever.
He winks at him or whatever. Blows him a kiss. He doesn't care. He doesn't faze him.
I would feel first off, I feel like an idiot for talking so much smack and then getting beat, but he doesn't care. He's just like, whatever. He's living his best life.
It's like he just goes right back at it to the next game. He just figures out who he's gonna.
He's like, who's the next guy I need to like needle?
Right. Who's next? And I feel like
I love Embiid.
If you're gonna be a smack talker, like that's kind of got to be your attitude. Is like nothing bothers me, and I'm just gonna keep on because he's not like truly mean spirited. He just kind of he just gives it to people, and it just drives them bananas, and nobody can stop him.
I love Embiid.
Yeah, he's quickly becoming one of my favorite players. Ben Simmons is my favorite player on the team, but Embiid is like 1B.
But Embiid's just treasure. He's just treasure.
The thing I love about
social media stuff, everything is he's awesome.
The thing I love about these two guys is we didn't have to wait long for them to like truly like blossom into like must watch TV. Like
we're waiting for Markelle.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I watch Markelle Fultz, and it literally is. It's like I heard this analogy. It was talking about like it's like Brett Brown is his dad, and he has to keep putting the kid in the team. You know what I mean? Even though he knows he's gonna not be great, but Brett Brown doesn't want to go home and have have the general manager yell at him for not putting the kid in or whatever. He just doesn't feel like he truly has faith that Markel's going to be able to do it, and he'll surprise you. He'll knock down a three here and there or whatever. He'll hit an open shot, but he just doesn't have that kind of presence that Ben had like out of the gate. Like you just knew that this game one that Ben was special.
Markel's 50% 3-point shooter, by the way.
What is he like 2 for 4?
I think he's 3 for 6 this year.
Well, that's good.
It's not going to happen.
I just feel like he's not the guy. Like, and it kills me because like there clearly is like people that came out of that draft that are gonna be all-stars, and we gave up a draft pick to have the right to get him, and he's gonna be maybe league average. Like he's gonna be a guy that may get you like 12 points and 18 minutes a game.
Who do we have this week? Who's coming up for the Sixers? Do we know?
No, I don't have it off the top of my head. I'd have to ask the Google.
I'm gonna bring it up now because we need to get right with this team. You know?
What happened? What do you think happened with that Bucks game? We came out like a team, like a house on fire.
Well, it was the first quarter that we really looked.
What
like we haven't played a complete game yet, right? Like
no, we haven't played 4 quarters.
Nice halves. We got the Hornets on Saturday at home, so that's our next game. You know, and that's we're. Look, here's where I'm at with the Sixers right now, right? We lost to the Celtics, like that's fine. Then, we beat a bad Bulls team.
Yeah,
we beat a pretty bad Magic team. I mean, not as convincingly as probably what I would have liked. And then, Simmons is hurt. We go on the road. We play the Pistons.
The scheduling has not helped us. A back-to-back on the road. That's
you get
terrible.
this Herculean effort from Blake. Then you're on the road again for the second half of a back-to-back. You're playing a tough Bucks team that was resting, kind of waiting for you to come in. They got a new stadium. I don't know.
And I feel like the Bucks, of all the teams in the East, the Bucks are the ones that are probably most tweaked by us being anointed the 3 seed, because the Bucks, I think, feel like we're right there. Like we're as good as anybody else in here. Like don't stop disrespecting us.
Yeah, but they got your boy DiVincenzo.
Yeah, I know. It was interesting to hear him talking all about Delaware on the broadcast.
Zoom gave Sally's a shout out there.
I know. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it was cool.
Gene.
Yeah, and well, and they got the Greek Freak. So I mean, that's a good squad over there.
Oh yeah, they're no joke, but we're better.
Oh yeah, we're definitely better. Yeah, we have 2 generational talents.
All right. I think we should wrap this up.
Well, I agree with you. Do we want?
Do you have one more thing you wanted to add in?
Well, I was just wondering if we want to do like a mini version of Chuck's penalty box.
I didn't prepare. I don't have. Well, all right, fine. I'll throw someone in the. I'll throw someone in the penalty box.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw Harry Chickma into the penalty box.
Who's this?
Yeah, who is this? Who is this guy that all of a sudden shows up on Sports Rise? What is the show now that they're putting out on NBC Sports Philadelphia in the morning?
I have no idea, but I was actually going to kind of go there on against Sports.
If you look at
in the morning too,
like if you have Comcast and you go to the grid, it's an hour-long show.
Yeah,
but the show is not an hour long.
No, it's like
15 minutes,
right? And it just keeps recycling.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, this guy Harry Chickma shows up.
Is he the one that's kind of like a paisano?
Yeah.
Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about. I didn't know his name. It's funny. We were gonna go the same way because I got so irritated today.
He's just kind of there. Like, hi, I'm Harry Chickma. Watching.
He does do the eye thing.
I'm not a fan of this guy.
No,
Where's Taryn Hatcher when you need her?
I'm gonna pile on, and I'm gonna put that block of time on as well, because the irritating thing is because it's not. I don't think it's exactly 15 minutes, or they don't start exactly on time. So there will be situations where I won't see the whole. In my process of getting ready for my morning or whatever, I won't see the whole show. I'll just see the same part over and over again. Like, so I'll do something, and then I'll go eat, and I'll come back, and it'll be the same part again. So I got to, and then I got to go and get my clothes on, and then I'll come back and the same part again. It's really irritating. I don't get to see the whole section of the show.
Yeah, and the show is highlights from the game, but then it's also highlights from the post game shows.
Yeah, that's really annoying. I don't need highlights of the post game show.
The only addition, like new content, if you watch the game and you watch the post game show, the only additional content you're getting is like, "Good morning,
and
it's Wednesday in Philadelphia. All of your teams lost,
and here's
Let's
the play.
go to the highlights."
Here's the play of the day or whatever.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all the time we have for tonight. Be sure to download, subscribe to Podadelphia, rate and review on iTunes. Give us a like on Facebook. Check out the Whip Around podcast.
They had their year anniversary. It's a great show. Check that one out.
Yeah, it was a fun one. Do we have anything else we need to plug?
Keep your eyes here. Maybe
subscribe to our YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, maybe next time you'll see the three of us all together with Chuck too.
3 boxes.
Yeah, that'll be great.
It'll be like the Brady Bunch. Like, I'll look to you. Hi, Gene.
And I'll look to you. Hi, Dave.
All right. Well, good night, Gene.
Good night, Dave.